Hey guys, I promised you a review of Adox Color Implosion film, my first roll ever, and I just opened up my envelope from the darkroom. There were web uploads, but I didn't look at them. I resisted the temptation to look just so I could share this experience, because I think seeing them in print is it's kind of the best way to see them the first time. My other ones I got here are just negatives. There's no prints in them. So I only got prints on the Color Implosion film, which is made by Adox. By the way, I took it on this nice setup right here. Pentax ME Super, with most of them were probably taken on this 50mm 1.4. However, I do have a couple other lenses I might have used as well. Okay, so might as well get started. First things first, it looks like they're not blank, so that's a good thing. Let's see. All right, so it looks like it starts at the end, so I'm going to do them this way. This would be the most recent will be last that I took. Not that it matters to you, but it only matters to me. Okay, so we've got here, yeah. Now, if you don't know Color Implosion film, it does have some kind of strange color tones. It has a tendency to kind of boost the reds and crush the blues and into kind of a tealish color, and the greens are a little off, but the reds are usually really pop. And I don't know if I have any that have reds in them. So that is just a picture of some rocks. I don't know, I could take it or leave it, I guess. I have no idea if anything in here is good. If they're all bad, maybe I won't even upload the video. We'll see. So, oh, okay. So this is a picture of a waterfall. You know, the color, the waterfall is neat. I like the rocks and stuff. I don't know that the Color Implosion film necessarily is an advantage here at all in any way. There's not really any of it's kind of a vintage color, but not anything that really stands out necessarily. And here we go. That was some graffiti on the wall that was red, so I thought it might stand out. Again, it's interesting colors, but it doesn't necessarily, I don't know if that's an award winner either. I don't know if I'll have anything good in here. We'll see. Let's see what's next. Okay. Yeah, that was just I'm trying to make sure I get these, into the area that's focused here. Okay, that should be pretty good. Again, same waterfall. This is a little rock tower. It's an okay photo, I guess. I like the colors of this film. They look really super vintagey. I don't really like experimental films necessarily, but this one has kind of that sort of 60s bluish kind of hue to it, a greenish. It's really a weird film, and I kind of like the tones. It looks really vintage. That one, I don't know if it's a great photo, but I do like the colors on these. Oh, that's the same photo except inverse. Here I'm focused on the rocks with the waterfall out of focus, and on this one I am focused on the waterfall with the rocks out of focus a little bit, which I actually think I like better because I'm getting a little more detail in the water and stuff, which is kind of neat. Now the lighting on this day was not necessarily good. This was in direct sunlight. It was not ideal shooting conditions, but we were on vacation, so I took photos, of course. Okay, I like this one. I like the colors on this one. This is just I think it's the same river actually, which was the Lester River near Duluth, Minnesota, and that's looking down the other direction towards it. The river runs down to Lake Superior, and that's going the other way. That, to me, it really reminds me of like the old photos of Yosemite or Yellowstone or something like that from back in the early color film days. I like that. All right, I think that's okay. Again, the lighting may not have been great. It was probably really blown out up here. Down here we're in shadow, but I like the colors. It's kind of neat. This is a set of stairs. Same place. Where the waterfalls were was just off this direction, and this is really harsh light. Colors, again, kind of vintage looking, but I don't know if it really does anything for me. It's my wife and son walking up the steps ahead of me. Let's keep rolling. I should have about 36 or so photos. Okay, that's my daughter climbing the same set of steps. Just a snapshot, nothing spectacular. Okay, now this is a bridge near there. Here's the same location. This is on another creek that's just a little bit over, called Amity Creek, and it's okay. This was in the evening. Lighting was better, more even, definitely a little more even lighting. This water is really white in these photos, white and blue, kind of white and black almost. You're not getting any of the colors of the water that was close to reality when I was there. It was much more brown and kind of brownish and clear, but yeah, definitely a kind of a wonky color scheme for that location. Knowing what it was like when I was there, seeing the digital photos were completely different. Here I got some red. Okay. Alright, now that kind of shows off what this film is about. See how those reds are really rich. The greens are a little bit, maybe a little kind of bluer than they would be normally. That's just some vine. Same location as that last photo, towards where we parked the vehicle. I actually like that photo. It's got the vines going up here. The colors are good. The lighting's good. Really actually shows off, I think, what this film is about, which was because it's got the red in it. So yeah, I like that one. That one's a keeper. I think I'll put that in the pile with the best ones here. We'll show those again. I'll show them again at the end. Okay, now this is a waterfall, and this is, I'm trying to remember now. I actually don't remember for sure which river this is, but it's a waterfall I've been to before. There's a whole bunch of waterfalls on the north shore of Lake Superior, and yeah, it's got the same color tones as that last one. I think maybe the lighting was a little bit better on this. It didn't have harsh sunlight on it, so that's a plus. It's okay. Oh, and this is Tateguchi State Park, come to think of it, and it's the Baptism River. Yep, Tateguchi State Park, Baptism River. There's one of, I think this is the High Falls, called the High Falls. Next, we've got, okay, this is the Lower Falls, same river. And yeah, it's okay. It's, I'm going to keep saying this probably. I don't know if it's anything spectacular, but it's a river. It's okay. I don't have a problem with it. I think the light was getting a little harsher here, but nothing's blown out, so that's a plus. And the green in the tree is kind of neat, but it just kind of looks like an old landscape photo. And okay, so next, oh, that's the same place. Must have taken two photos there. I don't know if there was anything different about that. Looks like, yeah, nothing different about it. It's almost exactly the same photo. Must have taken two just in case. Okay, alright, this is kind of neat. This is a little tower. This is at Grand Marais, Minnesota, which is even further north, up the Lake Superior North Shore. And this is, I'm not even sure what it is, like a radio tower or something at a lifeguard or a Coast Guard station of some kind. It's a little point out in that big point actually in the town. From the town, it goes out into the lake called Artist Point, and this kind of Coast Guard station or something is there. And yeah, I kind of like that. That looks really old, vintage. It reminds me a lot of like the really early color days of film, like in the 50s or 60s maybe. And I like it. I like that one all right. I like that I didn't blow out the sky and I still have cloud texture and stuff there. Yeah, that one I'm going to put in the good pile. That's Lake Superior. We were just walking down to the lake, and there was people sitting. This is just one woman sitting there looking out on the lake. And I thought she just looked forlorn or something, so I just quick snapped a photo. And actually, I really like this photo too. I like the colors, the tones, and I like the wave textures and stuff. And yeah, I think I'll put that in the good pile too. Okay, the same place. Wow, this looks so vintage with the red coat and stuff over here. I think that's why I probably took the photo. But again, there's people walking up this rocky shore. We got Lakes Pier out here. I saw the guy with the red coat. I quick snapped the photo. Maybe I didn't compose it the best to get him in, but this does look so vintage, I think. I really like it. I really like the colors, maybe not necessarily the composition necessarily, but the colors I really like. I don't think I'm putting that in the winner pile, but it is a nice photo. Same thing. I like the colors. Kind of neat rocky shore. I've got good texture in the clouds. Nothing's blown out. I think the lighting was okay. We were there in the morning. Yeah, I think that's all right. It's an okay photo. I'm glad I took that one. Same place. And now I must be wrong. This was not in the morning. It must have been in the afternoon because the sun is this direction and this is facing east. So we didn't get there in the morning. We must have went there in the afternoon. But it was raining on and off. And that photo, it's okay. A little dark, but these are called the Sawtooth Mountains off in the distance. You can't see them really well, but they're called because they have a jagged edge as you look at them. So called the Sawtooth Mountains. It's okay, I like it. The sky's getting a little blown out in this one because the sun was right up behind these clouds, but otherwise it's okay. This is okay. Oh, it's all right. It's blown out up here. It was really hard because this is called the Cascade River, and there's actually falls that come cascading down. I suppose the name implies cascading down like this from up here, and it was really hard because there was sunlight hitting the tops of these trees up here, and then it was really dark down in here. So it's really hard to get a good color, good exposure balance from the lows to the highs. I think I did okay because if I needed to, I could crop this a little bit because there's really nothing interesting up here. I could crop it off and this is all exposed okay. So a little dark maybe, but it turned out okay. I like the falls coming down. This area doesn't really do anything for me. It maybe isn't the best composition that I've done, but in fact I took a digital shot of this that I think was better. But I like the colors. It's okay. I like it. I keep saying it's okay. I think they're just okay. I'm not disappointed with any of these so far. Not really disappointed. Okay, this is the same spot. I composed a little differently. I think this was from on the bridge looking down at it, and then this one is from, they have a little overlook. And here you can actually see so this part is the same as no, that's this. And then it runs down over here. But here you can see how it goes kind of up, and there's a little falls up there, and it comes down, and I like that one better actually. It's blown out up here, but I think the trail of water is kind of neat. This is closer to the digital I took there, which was a long exposure, yeah, I like that one. I'll put that with the winners. Okay, alright, well, here it's completely blown out up here. This is another fall on Cascade, and I think the tallest falls there. And the falls is neat. The river really dark in this picture, and I think the film really adds to that kind of dark, inky water look. And it was definitely blown out up here. I would say this photo it's a snapshot. It's not anything great. It's nothing to brag about, but it's okay. Good memory anyhow. Okay, now this is Pigeon Falls. This is right on the border of Minnesota and Canada, again along the north shore of Lake Superior. This is a very impressive falls. It may have blown the sky out a little bit, but it was gray. Actually, I can see cloud texture in here a little bit. It was gray that day, completely gray, which maybe wasn't the greatest lighting. It was mid-morning, but it was kind of a dark, rainy day. It kept raining on us actually, and this tree was a dead tree, very bright colors. So this film is really, it really darkens. It's really dark film in some of the shadow areas, but there's detail there, so that's good. I'm not disappointed with this film. It's a little different, but it is kind of it's not bad. It's just completely a different tones than what you'd get with digital or other films. Same falls. That one is appears to be pretty badly underexposed. I think it's going to be pretty grainy in the shadows. So I may have adjusted it just to make sure I didn't, because here I didn't blow out the sky as much. So I may have taken, it kind of bracketed it a little bit. In fact, you can see the watercolor a little bit better in this one, but not so much in the rocks. So kind of interesting. I think I probably went one stop darker on that one. And okay, I like that. This is all right. This is the called the Susie Islands. They extend way out here. It's way up again, right up against Canada and Lake Superior. And this is an overlook. It's a huge view there. And I got texture in the clouds. Shadows aren't too dark. It's all right. I like that one. Really nice landscape, I think. Okay. Underexposed, maybe. Grainy. Okay, now this is a picture of my wife, and it's not horrible. I like the composition. Okay, I really like her red hood, which is the reason I took this photo is because she's wearing that bright red hood, and I thought it'd look good on this film. I think I took a digital version as well. But it's really dark on her face, and it is grainy. So it has that really grainy. Let me see if I can get it close so you can see. If I can focus that close, I don't know. Got a manual focus lens on here, Pentax. Well, that's probably about as good as it's going to get. Pentax 28 I'm filming with right now. This is the first video I've ever filmed with my 70D. It's okay. I'm not going to say that it is a great photo. I think my digital version was much better, but you know, the colors are kind of neat, but it is really grainy on her face, so, and I don't think it's sharp. And you want the eyes to be sharp, and because there's so much grain, it's not going to be. So, well, here's the same photo. Maybe this one will be better. That one is actually better, a little bit better. And it's still kind of grainy, but I think it's a little sharper on the eyes. And yeah, that one's a little bit better. That one's good. Again, I wouldn't say it's probably maybe my greatest photo, but it is better than the last one. So I like the red hood. It really shows up well in this film. So, and that's the same spot we were just at. Really underexposed the shadows here because I was trying to get, this is kind of the sun was going down, clouds looked neat, the sky was lit up, but the down here was really in shadow. So kind of a neat silhouette. Yeah, I don't mind that photo. It's kind of neat. I like the dark, inky water. I'll put that one with the good ones. There's one other waterfall. It's just a waterfall. So, yeah. Okay, my time is flashing. I wonder if I've only got 20 minutes left. That's a tower. A lighthouse at Lake Superior, Duluth. And hopefully I'm not running out of battery or time. I wonder if this only takes 20 minutes. My time is flashing, so I'm at 18 minutes right now. So we'll try to finish this up real quick. That's okay. I like that one. And that's a photo of my daughter. She's making a silly face, so I'm going to say... it's too bad she's making a silly face. Otherwise, it might be okay. But kind of blown out in the back, but I was kind of going for that look. So... that one's better. That one's better. I like that one. She's kind of checking out my camera, but I like that one better. So I'm going to put that one with the winners. Looks sharp on the eyes, so that's good. A little grainy. Might have been a little underexposed. Possible. Yep. And another picture of her. Actually, I don't mind that one either. Maybe not. Again, it's a little grainy, maybe a little underexposed because it's so bright over here. Probably underexposed the shadows a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. I like that one too. Oh, I like that one even better. Yeah, okay. Now that's probably my favorite of the three. So I'm actually going to take that one out of the good ones and keep this one in there. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I'm really happy with that one. And, well, I kind of like that one too. That's not bad, but, wow, I took a lot of her apparently. I think I was trying to use up the roll so I could send it in because I had rolls to send in, so I was taking a whole bunch of her. And I'm glad this camera, it looks like the light meter's working good, the lens is good, getting good photos out of it, so I'm happy there. That one also, yep, really, that one's okay. I like the other ones better, but this is okay. Well, it might be a little grainy. I think this film's a little grainy for 100 speed, but I might have underexposed a little bit too. I was in the shadow here, overexposed out here, and so it might have been underexposing. Just maybe, not even a full stop, maybe like half a stop. Getting a little grain out of that, but that's okay. Grainy is all right. And she's kind of making a poochy lip there. Otherwise that was really sharp. I would have been happy with that film, or with that picture, but she's kind of making a silly lip. Maybe it's not the worst, but I don't like the expression. And that one's better. That same one, same position, making a better face. I don't know what she's looking at, honestly. It's really hard to get her to look at the camera. But, yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to put that with the winners, too. And those are some crab apples. I thought maybe the red would show up a little bit better, but not so much. It's a little, the reds are really dark on that one. And that's it. I think that's the last one. Yep. Okay, so just... yeah, this video is going to be a completely unedited, very unprofessional, but let's go through the ones I like the best again. We're like, okay, there's the one with the vine, like that, and the one, oh yeah, that one with the flag. I like that one quite a bit, yeah. And I like that one a lot too, I really do. Yep. And wow, I'm already over 21 minutes here for this video, so hopefully it's not too boring. Waterfalls. Got the Susie Islands. Yeah, that one's okay, but I don't know. Not as good as some of the other ones. I only like this one because it's kind of that silhouette and you follow the line down. I don't know, the river's coming out here. I really like the water in this one. Not the best photo I've ever taken, but it's okay. I think I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with a lot of these photos. I like the ones of my daughter quite a bit. They're probably my favorites. Probably my favorites in the roll. And maybe I'm a little biased because, you know, it's my daughter. But here, that is, yeah, that one, and that one. I actually think that maybe this one might be my favorite in the whole roll. Okay, well, that is Adox Color Implosion 100 speed color film. And yeah, I hope you guys stick through this whole video. It's a little long, probably I could have maybe sped through it a little faster, but I didn't want to rush it either. So, as you can see here, I've got my Canon, got a Canon A1 there that I'm shooting some black and white through right now. Same thing with the Olympus, one of my favorite cameras, Olympus OM2. Those two cameras, really great cameras. And then this one that I shot this roll of film on, Pentax Me Super with a 51.8. Excellent little camera. It's aperture priority auto exposure, as well as full manual. And people don't like it because it's got the buttons for adjusting the shutter speed, and it shows inside the eyepiece. This isn't as handy for adjusting it before you look through the eyepiece, but it's just fine for adjusting it when you're looking through the prism, through the eyepiece. It's a good camera. I'm surprised they're not more popular than they are. You can put the power winder on them. They go up to 1/2000th shutter speed, which neither one of my pro cameras over there, those two pro cameras, will go up to 1/2000th. They only go up to 1/100th or 1/1000th. So you get a one full extra stop of shutter speed in this camera, and that's one reason I like it. It's also got a really easy to use aperture priority. Maybe I'll do a video on this camera sometime because I like this one a lot. Now I have an MX now too, which is the pro model, that I could feature in that video. So okay, that's been it. Thanks for watching.